just let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me, and if you can see the presentation. So right now there should be this beautiful slide, transform your future pathway to earning $2,000 per month as a BDR. Please let me know in the comment section that everything is working and can begin the um, we can begin the presentation. All right. So, uh, what I also want to tell you is that we have David and we have Roman in the chat as well, and these are the guys that they're from my team, and they will help you with any questions that you may have during the webinar or regarding our training course. And without further ado, 30 seconds to go, and we can begin the presentation. All right, so let us see how about the countries? Mic volume. All right, let me. Is it better? Okay, I don't want to sound like rock band, like with this distortions. So okay, I got myself a bit louder, so I hope it's better. Okay, it's better. All right, all right, all right, all right. So yeah. Okay, let us begin. So you can see the slides, you can see me, you can see my microphone, you can hear me, obviously. So let's begin the presentation. So my name is Dan, and by the way, it's me. Yeah, and just a little word of warning for you all. You'll be hearing a lot about football today, and there is a reason for it, because I am not like a professional, but I'm a not like a semi-pro. I wanted to be a pro when I was a little kid, but now I'm like playing semi-professional, and I'm a goalkeeper. And here, I believe this photo was made in 2014. It was the world champion in Brazil, but at that time I wasn't in Brazil. I was in Cyprus, and this is my daughter. She's like 5 days old on this photo, and already she's with me on the football field. And I hope that you all added me on LinkedIn, so I'm a real person. And while I'm telling like a bit about myself, please let me know in the comment section. Just write what made me interested in the course, what made you interested in this webinar. So do you know somebody who works in tech in SaaS companies? Do you know somebody who works as a BDR? I'm really interested because we put a lot of effort in this course, so I want to know more about. I want to know more about your background. So, my story. Obviously, you can see and you can hear that I'm a guy from Europe, and Europeans often here, especially when we're working with clients from Africa, from South America. Uh, they're telling us that in Europe everybody is like very rich, and you don't know what it means to like have what American call a modest upbringing, and it means that you were born in a not very rich family, maybe even in a poor family, and then you like made your way up. So I want to tell you like a little personal story. I see that we have a lot of people from South America and especially from Brazil on today's call. And you see that in on the left, it's the thing called favela, and I believe you have variations of those like poor houses in a lot of countries that we can see among the participants of today's webinar. But yeah, it's on the left. But on the right, it's the apartment. It's not like the exact photo, but it's like the apartment that I grew up in. And I was born in the country that no longer exists, and that was called Soviet Union. If you like old enough, you remember it was this big thing, and then it like disintegrated. So I was born in Soviet Union, and in Soviet Union there were such things as communal apartments. And communal apartments means that there is like one big apartment, and every family gets a room. But the thing is that you have one kitchen, you have one toilet, you have one bathroom. Okay, and there may be like three families, four families, five families, six families, and everybody got a room. So you understand, yeah? For example, me and my parents, I'm the only kid in the family, and until I was 14 years old, I lived in a 20 square meters room with my mom and my dad. Okay, and our neighbor was this crazy lady who was like schizophrenic, and when I believe I was 8 or 9 years old, she tried to stab me with a knife. All right, because she just got her thing going on, yeah, and she really tried to stab me. So I'm telling you this story to uh I'm not some like rich guy who's telling you like how to work for an American company. Everything that I've done, yeah, I've done from the I started like really 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 low. I got decent education, but I didn't have a lot of money when I was a child, believe me. So like, and this is like it's not favela technically, but it's some sort of like western Eastern European favela. So I believe with a lot of you were on the same page. Okay, so here are some photos of me during my career as a sales trainer, and I'm showing you not like to brag. Oh, you see, I'm with Martin Neumeyer. I have all this I worked with the audience with up to 2,000 people when I was on stage. I was a key speaker in the conferences. You can like Google it, and you can find my presentations on YouTube, where I believe it was in Europe. It was like this big theater, and I was doing like this like training performance. So I told everybody to stand up. It was fun, and I'm showing you these photos just to make sure that I'm not the guy who started doing some training like 2 months ago and got like, I don't know, two photo shoots on Instagram. You can see that I'm like very different here, and here like on this photo you can see that it's 2010. All right. So I'm doing this for actually more than 15 years. I'm doing this for a really long time. And here I'm like 110 kilos. Here I'm 75. Here I'm 90. So you can fake it. Yeah. So I've been doing this for a real long time. So I know my stuff. And all the success that I had during my professional career was possible because of one skill, and I believe it's one skill only. And this is, by coincidence, the skill that we're gonna talk during today's presentations. It's the skill, it's the ability to attract attention of influential people, the ability to write to like an executive of a big company, to CFO, to marketing director, to CEO, and to grab their attention and to get the meeting. And this is the skill that is really sought after, the skill that is really well paid by American tech companies. And I'll tell you about this opportunity in a minute. So, and this skill is the essence of the BDR profession that we're going to talk about today. Quick question for you. Just to set up the mood. How do you think Microsoft makes money? You all know Microsoft. I believe almost all of you are using their products. Maybe you have a PC, yeah. I have two pieces here, yeah. Maybe you're Xbox user. Maybe you have, I don't know. Maybe you use Microsoft Office for Mac. So answer me, where does the vast majority of Microsoft's money come from? Just let me know in the comment section. I'll wait for a couple of seconds because we have this thing called lag. Okay, so you need some time to hear me. So license, subscriptions, antivirus, etc. Okay. Any more? Azure Cloud. Oh, Lewis. You're experienced guy. I see you. I see it right away. You know what Azure is. Yeah. That's we're getting closer to the truth. Some more answers. Just for me to understand that you can hear me and that you're active on the webinar. How does Microsoft make money? They have this Xbox. They have Skype. They're buying Activision. One more addition to their gaming department. They have Windows. They have Microsoft Office. They have Microsoft Dynamics CRM. They have lots of stuff going on. They have computers. Yeah, they have Surface computers. It's from Microsoft. Yeah, so you see this Windows thing. So they have a lot of stuff going on. So how do they make money? Okay, I see. Online marketing, Office. All right. So here is the here is the I hope you can see it well. I hope you can see it well. So we see that, Lewis, by the way, you were right. 31% of Microsoft's money come from selling Microsoft Azure. Does anybody know what it is except Lewis? Yeah? It's a cloud subscription service. So it's like the actually it's a virtual hosting. Technically they're I'm making like it's really easier than it really is, but just explain the plain concept. They're selling like a space on their servers that are placed in Microsoft data centers, and there are a lot of services over it. So they're selling like cloud space to big enterprises. Okay, and if we see Windows, and everybody knows Microsoft for Windows, only 13 and 8%. Okay, 14%. Office, Microsoft Office. Everybody knows that Microsoft is selling Office. Oh, less than 25% of Microsoft's money. Then there is enterprise services, Microsoft Service, LinkedIn. If you didn't know, LinkedIn is also owned by Microsoft. So you see that vast majority of Microsoft money comes from not from selling to direct customers. Okay, they're not making like a lot of money from you buying the Microsoft Office subscription for, I don't know, it depends on the country, but in some countries it's like $5 per month, in some countries it's 12. But no, Microsoft is making money selling their services and their products to big corporations. This is called B2B selling. This is called enterprise selling. Okay, we're selling to businesses, and vast majority of their money comes from their BDRs and their sales reps selling, I don't know, 1,000 licenses of Microsoft Office to a bank or some Azure cloud space. Okay, you have this big online store, for example, and at first you were hosted on, I don't know, Amazon Web Servers, but Microsoft makes you an offer and you migrate all this to Microsoft Azure. All right, so this is where they make all the money. So and the thing is that Microsoft is not the only company that sells that way. I believe I don't think you've seen like all of these companies and you've heard about them, but there are some logos that are familiar to you. All right, so maybe you're using Miro, Trello, Notion, I don't know, Asana, Dropbox. All these company are making money selling what is called SaaS, and SaaS is software as a service. Okay, we're not selling like a license, we're actually lending the software for a monthly fee, and this is called a SaaS, software as a service. Okay, so like Notion is a typical example. They have this app that some functional is free, but in order to use all the bells and whistles, you need to like pay, I don't know, I believe it's $7 or $10 depending on what you're doing, like an yearly prepayment, or you're paying month by month. It's called SaaS, and you've heard, I'm sure you heard about these companies, and all these companies are making like millions and sometimes billions of dollars selling these subscriptions to companies. And these are the companies that are in desperate need on the people who are called BDR, business development representatives. But more on that later. So as you can see from this recent stat, there are currently over 30,000 SaaS companies serving millions of customers. So in US, we have 30,000 companies that are selling to businesses, selling their software. And these are the companies that you can work for in 1 year or less. And I'll tell you about it in a moment. So, but it's very important to understand what it's called the sales process. So when you're selling your software to individual consumer, for example, you see an ad. There right now when you log in onto Facebook, there are a lot of, let's say, Instagram filters, some programs that help you make a professional looking reels or photos or what have you. So you go to Facebook, you see the ad, you click on it, then you either download a like trial or something like a premium, or you pay straight away. It's like, I don't know, $2, $3, and you're like, sure, you're clicking buy, you're buying it with your phone, and everything works. This is like a very simple, what is called a B2C, business to consumer funnel. But when we're selling to corporations, to big companies, selling doesn't work that way. You know, like a big bank in Brazil, it their, I don't know, IT director or chief technical officer, he or she doesn't browse through the internet looking for like some cloud software, and then he download, and then they enter their corporate credit cards and buy 1,000 licenses. No, it doesn't work that way. It works actually the opposite way. So there are those people called, and we're here, by the way. Let me, I have this pen and I hope it works. Oh yeah, it works. So we have these people called outbound reps or BDRs who are using LinkedIn, email, sometimes phone, but rarely nowadays, especially to do the thing that's called lead generation. Yeah, to generate meetings with the potential customers. Then these meetings are being transferred to the people who are called account executives or closers. I believe you all seen the Wolf of Wall Street movie or the Boiler Room movie. They have this typical scheme when like the junior guy, he like does the warm up, the initial warm up, and then when there is time to close the sale, he or she transfers the call to the like senior guy who is like great seller and who closes the deal, and they like split the money. Okay, and then there is customer success or account manager, the people who make sure that the client is happy and buys more licenses and yada yada yada. So in a nutshell, this is how the process works. All right, I believe it's perfectly clear. So once again, I'm often yeah, and like before we go any further, I hope that before joining this webinar, you Googled us. Of course, I understand, that especially in South America, especially in Africa, and actually all around the world, there is very important thing in the internet. It has like 5 letters in it, and this word is trust, because everybody in internet is trying to sell you like some crap. They don't have any expertise. They've been doing this for, I don't know, 2 days, and they're telling that we're already an expert and yada yada yada. So I've been doing this for 15 years, and it's like you can easily Google it. And also we invest a lot of time and effort, and frankly speaking, money, in creating free, totally 100% free content for you to better understand the BDR profession. So I hope you not now, but after the webinar, you will go to our YouTube channel. We have LinkedIn presence. I believe we have Instagram reels with some pieces of my seminars. We have a lot of stuff going on. And so we have interviews with real BDRs, okay, who can be found on LinkedIn, who are working for SaaS companies. And my co-founder Max, he's making small like interviews with them, and they're telling like a day in the life of the BDR. So for you to understand how this business works, and that this opportunity that we're talking about, it's real. So, and also I'm happy to I'm happy to announce that our program have been officially like approved by a company that you maybe heard, and the company is called Dell Computers. So also on our YouTube channel there is there is an interview with the Justin Gibb, who is the U.S. sales director at Dell. Okay, so you can see again. You can go to our YouTube channel, so you can see that this is like 100% legit content, and and Justin, he like took a look at our program and he said, "Yeah, it's great, and we'll be happy to work with those kind of people." So, question that I often ask: will I work in the call center? No, I understand, because when you hear lead generation, and maybe some of you have this awful experience when we are offered some kind of a strange job, like you have like zero base salary, you have no guarantees, and you get only a percentage of what you sell. This is not the case, because when I'm telling you, there is like this webinar has a name, and the name is like your path to making at least $2,000 per month in a tech company. When I'm talking $2,000 per month, I'm talking base salary. Base. Yeah, there are percentages, there are bonuses. You can make like 2 and 3 times that much, but we're talking base salary, the salary that's guaranteed to you by the employer. All right. So, uh, will you work in the call center? No, you won't. But if you want to use the phone, if you want to use the phone, and if you like are good in talking to people, okay? Because sometimes I like to call people. I'm no Native American. Actually, it's I mispronounced it. Native American means like in Indian, the guy with the fevers. No, no, no. I'm not. I wasn't born in America, and but the thing is that America is the country of immigrants. Okay, some of them are from Europe, some of them are from Mexico, some of them are from South America, some of them, I don't know, are from China. And look at the guy who is the CEO of Google. Just hear how he's talking. It's like his English is not perfect. Or Satya Nadella, for example, who is the CEO of Microsoft. Also, yeah, he speaks, yeah, you can understand him, but it's not like this perfect English. All right, so it's totally okay if your English is good. Okay, so you can talk, you can communicate, but you don't have this brilliant pronunciation, because in US, frankly speaking, nobody has a brilliant pronunciation, because there is no such thing as is like the native the American like citizen. Everybody has their accent, so it's totally fine. Yeah, if you're not like 100% confident with your speaking skills. And by the way, a lot of BDRs, they just use email and LinkedIn. They don't call anybody. So you can set up your meetings wherever you want. You can use your phone, you cannot use your phone, doesn't matter. So, very important thing: what is the career trajectory as a BDR? I believe it's enough like speaking about some theory. I want to show you some real data. Do you want to like show? Do you want to see the like real salaries of real BDRs? Okay, in America, I believe it may be very interesting to you. So I want to show you the path. So who can you be, and how much can you earn, like in 12 months or less? How much can you earn in 2 years, and how much can you earn in 5 years? Okay, so let me take you to this journey. However, I need your help, because we have this new technical webinar thing, and I need your response. I need you to write in the chat box when you see my screen, because it's really, really, really important. Okay, so I'm starting the screen sharing. Are you sure you want to share your desktop? Yes, I do. Please, 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 guys, write me in the chat box that you can see my screen. And by the way, my team also, por favor, amigos, please, write in our like private chat that everybody can see my screen, because otherwise it will be, not Not great. Yeah, we can see the screen. All right. Yeah. So this is the site called repview.com. Uh, I decided to risk with all this screen sharing thing, although it's like really sometimes it doesn't work, and we may have like some error. You may see some error messages during our webinar, but I want to show you the real data. So I don't want to show you like some screenshots because you can make screenshot in Photoshop. Right now, go to repview.com. This is the independent site. I don't own it. Yeah. So this is the independent and one of the most respected sites that aggregates the data about the salaries of the sellers of different levels in the US companies. So let's take a look. So we're talking about the sales development representative, or BDR or SDR, technically the same. So we can see that there are several numbers here. First is median base salary. What is median base salary? So around all the US tech companies, BDR, like average BDR makes $55,000 as a base salary. What is the base salary? It is the salary that you get, that you're guaranteed to get. So you have like this employment contract, and every month you're getting your base salary. Okay, so we can like divide 55 by 12. Let's be precise here. And 55 by 12 is how much? 4,000, and actually, yeah, let's say it's $4,600. And we're telling you about 2,000. Just I want to make like to be super sure. And here you can see like how much money BDRs in other companies are making. Once again, it's data, it's readily available. You'll need to register on the on the website, but this data is publicly available and publicly accessible. So in different cities and cities and so on. Then near the median base salary, we see the median on target earnings. What is an on target earnings? It's the salary plus your bonus part. Okay, if you get if you are doing this thing called hit the quota. Quota is your target for the month. Usually it's around, it may be like 10 meetings, 12 meetings for most of my clients. Okay, so let's say you're hitting your quota, you're making 12 meetings per month, and your employer sends you like an additional check, pays you additional money, and here it will be like, I don't know, $1,000 or $2,000 like extra per month. Then there is top performer earning potential, which means like how much money is making the best performing BDR in the company. Okay, so and also there is the thing that's really important, because later in the course, if you decide to join the BDR Academy, you will choose the companies that you will want to work for, and it's very important to look at this parameter. Once again, just remember it. It's the percentage of quota attainment. This means that this is the percentage of the BDRs who hit the on-target earnings. And let me give you an example. Let's say company has 100 BDRs. Like this is a big company. Let's say it's Dell. It has 100 BDRs. And 52% of quota attainment means that 52 of those 100, they hit the quota. Okay, so they are getting to this $80,000 per year number. And 48% don't get. So 52% is not bad, actually. But there are companies that have like 70+% of quota attainment. And on the other side, there are companies that have like 5% of quota attainment, which means that their product is bad, or their sales goals are unrealistic, and you don't really want to work in this company. Okay, let's do something else. After being a sales development representative for some time, you will be a mid-market account executive. And you can see stat for this type account executive, already it's the person who is closing the deal. So usually if you're really good, after working for a year as a SDR or BDR, whatever you want to whatever you want to call it, you'll be promoted to an account executive. So you will know the product good enough in order to close the sale. And let's see how much money these guys are making. So made in base salary of $85,000, on target earnings of 160, then top performance. You see, it's almost 400, and percentage of quota attainment is less. However, that's not all. Let me show you the thing that's called an enterprise account executive. Enterprise account executive is like the most experienced seller in the company who is closing the biggest deals. And usually, in under 5 years, become an enterprise account exec. And you see that on average, you see those numbers: $125 base salary, on target earnings 205 and $250,000, and top performers 600. Of course, there are taxes, and okay, it's not like 600, it's 450, but it's still like a good chunk of change. But that's not all. Let me just make a little filter and see how much money top performer can be making. So here you see a list of companies, and they're all real companies. They're all real companies. Confluent, Apex System, Amplitude, Hitachi. You all know them. You see? It's not like misprint or something, yeah? It's not an error. 1,466,000 makes the top performer in the Apex System company. Of course, we're not talking that, you'll be there like in a year, but I personally know several people, and you can find them on LinkedIn. One is Brent Fluharty, and the other is Jamal Raymer. They were all very successful enterprise sellers, and they were making more than $1 million per year being a seller. They were not a CEO. They were not an executive. They didn't need to manage like 500 people. They managed only themselves, but their job was so valuable that they were able to make those kinds of money. So if you are interested in learning, okay, I wanted to show you your career path. Nobody's guaranteeing that you're getting to the enterprise account executive salaries like right away. It's just not going to happen. But if this is interesting for you, once again, it's the aggregated data from American companies. I'm not making this up. That's why I decided to show you the screen. Okay, I don't want to make this some crazy screenshot. On screenshot, you can, especially with all this artificial intelligence, you can you can ask ChatGPT, please make me a screenshot that proves that a BDR is making $10 million like per day, and of course you'll get the perfectly accurate table. But I don't want to I want to tell the truth. Yeah, so this is like the open data that you can learn. Let's stop the screen sharing and let's continue with our presentation. Okay, so do I want to continue where I stopped? Yes, I do. So was it interesting? By the way, is the amount of money that I've showed of some interest? Like if you were able to work for an American company, and if I could say that I can like guarantee that you will you be interested in something like this? Just write in the comment section when I'll have a sip of my coffee. Oh, by the way, please tell me in the chat box. I think that I may be like talking too loud because I really love my job, and I'm very this. I have a lot of expression here, so you can see that I'm really fond of what I'm doing. So sounds good. Yeah, interested. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. My sound is good. All right, let's continue. Let me show you some other stuff. Yeah, let's go to review.com. I believe that. So then there is a question. Then it all sounds really nice, but if the BDR profession is so great, why isn't everybody in this? Why isn't everybody in this profession? Why is so? There are two reasons to that. First, it's damn hard. It's really hard job because there are no miracles. I don't know. By the way, I believe that in every country, this is my hypothesis. In every country, there is like some kind of proverb, like phrase that tells you that you need to earn your money, and money are really hard to earn. In in the country where I grew up, there is this thing called this proverb called "money don't grow on trees," meaning like it's not like a banana that you here is $100 and I'm going to pick it up. You need to work. You need to work very hard to earn your salary, to earn your base. And this is very competitive, and maybe you've heard that it's like an economic crisis going on. So it may be very, maybe even more competitive right now. So it's a damn hard job. So this is the average inbox of an executive who is going the executive of some company that you're gonna target, like your potential customer. Like every day, an average executive, a CEO, a marketing officer, a VP of engineering, a chief sales officer, they get, and I'm not joking you, hundreds of emails, LinkedIn messages selling them something. And it's very hard. Believe me, it's very hard to stand out. So you need to write something very specific. Your English, your text needs to be perfect. And I'll on the course we'll walk you through how all this works. Okay, so you need to know the product that you're selling. You need to know the customer that you are selling to. You need to do a lot of personalization. You need to use the AI tools. You need to use the all the research mechanisms that will allow you to make this super personalized offer. It's hard. It's a hard job, believe me. So this reason number one. And reason number two, it's damn competitive. And sorry guys, but I believe I need to make some nasty sound. Wait a second. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So it's damn competitive. It really is. There are a lot of people who want to get a BDR job. And when I just here is a screenshot of a colleague of mine. Recently he published a job opening on a BDR and BDR sales executive, and actually he's hiring I believe he has 14 open positions in his company right now. And although there is an economic crisis, they're really rapidly growing. And but the thing is that have you worked in this maybe some of you worked in some big companies like Coca-Cola and Unilever, and there is this thing called onboarding. Okay, you're coming to a company, and for several months they are onboarding you. All right, so they training you, they telling you about the product, they're telling you how to use CRM system, how to do this, how to do that. Several years ago, yeah, you could do that, but right now in this economic environment, you need to be prepared right away. So you need to, okay, 2 or 3 days to get to know the product, but after that, you need to perform. And I want to, I'm big on metaphors. So if you'll continue your education with our BDR Academy, you'll understand that I'm very big on metaphors, and I always have like a metaphor and something. So let me show you a video right now, just, to underline my points. So there is the media. Okay. I you all uh, pause it. Uh, right show from right now. Hire media, like some of my projects I also hired. For me, hiring PR, like I would use a professional band. And right now I'm showing you the small piece of like a drummer audition for my favorite band. It's called Dream Theater, and I believe it's very popular in South America, and we have a lot of people from South America. They have some of their best concerts in, I believe, in Peru. I had great concert, great live one. In Brazil, I think. Oh, and they also have this this live tape, live for Buenos Aires. Oh, they're very good. Uh, they are very popular in South America. And the thing is that if you're a professional musician and you're coming to a band, okay, you are expected to know all the songs. Okay, so you just sit with all the other musicians. You're all see yourself for the first time. Okay, so there's the other band that they're like, they're playing together for some time. And as a new drummer, as a bass player, so I play drums like a little, but I finished music school when I was a kid. Yeah, it was a poor family, but my parents like really did their best to give me like the best education that they could. So I started to learn English when I was like 5 years old. Then I finished the music school, and I finished music school. There is this thing called French horn. It's you in the orchestra. I played like in the orchestra, and then I played bass guitar when I was a teenager. So you're expected to know all the songs, and this is like a small demo tape. So the drummer, it's the first time they're seeing each other, and right away, I believe you hear the everything works, and so the guy plays right away. He doesn't need to like learn something. They just and this is exactly what's expected from you. My continuity came after my course when he left. Okay. Can you hear, by the way? Audio. Yeah, yeah. I believe you can hear, but if you don't hear this, it's very strange. If you don't hear the audio, believe me, this is very good problem. And this is exactly what is expected from you as a BDR when joining a tech company. Nobody will spend 3 months teaching you how to do stuff. It's very harsh, but I'm not here to sugarcoat you. I'm not here to tell you lies and tell them that, oh, everybody is so happy to train you and pay you $2,000 per month while training you how to be a BDR. No, it's not gonna happen. Unfortunately, it would be great. Yeah, wonderful, but no, sorry. So you need to be like even if it's like an entry level position, you need to know a lot in order to be qualified to do it. So let me continue with my presentation. Okay, so I hope all our webinar thing works. Once again, we're doing this. Yeah. Okay. So let's continue. In the current economy, nobody will onboard you. You need to be prepared from the day one. And now let me talk to you about the thing called the skill set of successful BDR. What do you need to know to work for a tech company? And guys, I told you that I'm gonna talk a lot about football, and here we go. Like in a couple of minutes, I'm telling you my wonderful story about the. But first, let me check with my team that everything is working. Okay, so yeah. Okay, skill set of a successful BDR. So what? And by the way, I'm going to show you several tools because we promised that it will be a workshop. So it's not only me talking. I will show you some interesting tools that you can work with even on your current job. Uh, okay, so football. When I'm telling about the skill set of a modern BDR, by the way, any football fans here? Do you know who are the guys? The guy on the left and my friends from South America. I believe you know who is the guy on the right. 100% you know who it is, but on the left, any clues? Yeah. Unfortunately, the guy on the left, he recently left my favorite. I'm the Manchester United fan since 1992, I believe. So yeah. So we see two goalkeepers here. Guy on the left is David De Gea. He was the goalkeeper of Manchester United for like more than 10 years. Now he's leaving. I believe he's going to Saudi Arabia to get some insane amounts of money. And guy on the right is Ederson. He's the goalkeeper of Manchester City. And let me just show you a very short example that will explain, what is the modern BDR and what you are expected to do as a modern BDR. Back to YouTube, everyone. So, uh, uh, speaking about, although I'm a big fan of Manchester United, okay, I'm a goalkeeper, and in like 1992 it was Peter Schmeichel, so it's like a long story. I was been with the team, but the David De Gea guy, the goalkeeper, everybody for the last like 3 years, everybody make laugh at him. Okay, let me just okay. Everybody might laugh at him, and I'll show you why. Modern goalkeeper must be prolific in playing with his legs. And here is the video where David De Gea in one match he makes 12 bad passes, and the guy is making like, I believe he make like $500,000 in a week. In a week, $500,000 in a week. He made more money than the BDR, and even if the account executive. So 12 bad passes in the US, sorry, not US, UK in the final. It was like, I don't remember the exact name, but it was not the championship. The championship was like so 12 bad passes. Okay, so although De Gea is still one of the best when it comes to like catching the ball, his wonderful reactions. But now goalkeeper is expected to be, if you're old enough, like me, you remember the thing called the sweeper. Okay, so it's like the last defender before everybody started to play this artificial offside. Okay, there was this last guy, the sweeper, and right now the goalkeeper actually is the guy who sweeps and also who makes the first pass and helps with the build up of the team. And now let's see. Just you also saw the hair guy, and now let's take a look on Mr. Ederson and what he doing with the play. And after your video looks exactly, you see the back. It's 80 meters and it's precise. It's unbelievable. So he plays better than a field player. And although his reactions may be not as good as David De Gea, but the thing is that during 90 minutes of football match, you only get like 3 shots on goal. Okay? Especially if you're defending. So maybe there will be 3 shots on goal. You're playing with your legs for 20, 20, and right now, in 2023, it's much more important for a goalkeeper to play with his legs.
Like a lot of young players, particularly in the West.
And this is very accurate, metaphor of what is expected from the PDR. Because like a goalkeeper, 20 years ago, if you remember, once again, if you're old enough, goalkeepers sometimes they didn't make the goal kick. There was this defender who made the goal kick, and the goalkeepers. When I was when I was really young and I was playing the sports, nobody wanted the goalkeeper to play with his legs. So you're okay, just catch the ball, you'll be okay. But now you're expected to be as a field player, and it's the same thing with the BDR. 5, 10 years ago, when you see all the photos when I was this big guy, in this unhurried t-shirt in 2010 when I was talking about being a BDR. As a BDR, you need to do one thing. Just, be a good cold caller. Just pick up the phone and then, be confident and make some stuff happen. But now, as a BDR, you need to know AI. You need to know LinkedIn. You need to know how to work with CRM. You need to know a lot. Let me just show you an example. Okay, I don't want to, I want to be as dynamic as I can. So I'm always, showing you different stuff. I want this to be interesting for you. Oh, okay. Kibeto. Yep. Yeah. So here is the part of the job description of one of my clients company I'm working with. It's called DraftMe, and they're doing this artificial intelligence platform for drafting the contracts. Okay, so there, you really can make like a very professional contract with an AI right now, and they're selling it to these big corporations. And they right now they're hiring some BDRs. They're relocating them, but not to US. They can relocate you to Dubai or to Thailand. You know, to some nice villa if you're interested. But yeah, and there are like competences that you need to, things that you need to know, and things that you need to be fluent with. And once again, nobody will onboard you for several months. No company. You need to be prepared. You need to be ready. You need to, when you're joining a football team, yeah, a good football team, you will, you should be able to go on the field and deliver right away. Nobody will wait for you like 6 months before you like get in shape. Yeah, while getting the salary. No, 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 no. You should be like prepared. Guy, we paid money for you. Just go play, score some goals, or I don't know, catch some balls. Do whatever you're expected to do. So yeah. Here are some examples of the tech tools you will need to master as a BDR. There are hundreds of them, and on our BDR Academy course, uh, like dozens, maybe not like hundreds, but at least 100 will be there. 100 tools that you will use as a BDR and that you will need to master. So let me start my screen sharing. Once again, please let me know in the comment section that everything is working. Yes, start the screen sharing. Yes, I want to start the screen sharing. Okay, can you see the screen? Yeah, we can see the screen. Right. So, first it's called Apollo. It's the plugin for the Microsoft Edge or Chrome, and I believe they are on Safari, but I'm not sure with it. So, Apollo is the it's by the way, it's free to use. They have a paid tier, but this is but they have like a free account that allows you to get like hundreds of emails per month. And even if you're working right now as a salesperson, this can be like super beneficial for you. uh, okay, so Apollo is the service that allows you to download an email on almost any person of LinkedIn. There are some limitations, but let's see. There is Kyle Coleman. He's a very famous guy. He has more than 100,000 followers, and you see that right away. You see that he has two emails. Kyle Coleman at gmail.com or kc at claro.com. And if you want to send the letter to this guy, it's not, if you log in on LinkedIn right now, you won't see this thing. You need to install it. It's a free plugin, and you can use it to share, to reveal the emails of the people that you're interested in working with. And it's 100% free. So this is one tool. The other one uh, is ChatGPT. That all no. So let me show you some stuff. Okay. This is the PDF version of the more than 100 pages. This is the report of one of companies in the corporate travel space, and they have this this single public company when they are selling their shares. They are publishing every quarter, every year. They publishing this thing called a 10K or 10Q report, and it's like usually more than 100 pages, and there is a lot of stuff about the company. And in order to generate like good outreach, yeah, you need to be like you need to be very precise. You need to be very personalized with your outreach, because the standard. I believe even yeah, if you ever worked on some managerial position in your country, in your company, you may have received this kind of cold outreach. I believe there are some people that try to sell you stuff, and they're saying, "Oh, hello, I'm this and this, and we're doing this service, and maybe we should make a call." And so it doesn't work in US. It doesn't work in other countries as well, or at least it's working like less and less. In US, it doesn't work. You need to be super personalized. In order to be super personalized, you need to do the thing called research. So you need to go through like all the reports, all the interviews, all the summaries of the articles, and use this data to create a super personalized outreach. So here I use ChatGPT to make a summary of 150-page report with a simple prompt. Act like so here is a PDF to the 10K report. Act like a financial analyst and summarize the key points. And ChatGPT in like couple of seconds, 6 main points. Then I'm asking it some additional questions using the Ask Your PDF plugin. I believe right now it's only for paid users, but in a couple of months it will be available for everybody. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. So, and then I'm asking some additional questions. Is there any data about launching new products, improving customer experience, improving the performance of online booking system? So these are the topics that I'm interested in because I'm selling the services that are related to this. By the way, is my mic working? Yeah, it is. I'm asking some additional questions, and ChatGPT answers them. So instead of reading through 150 pages, I just ask the questions to AI and it gets back the answers. But the thing is that, like, I believe that less than 1% of the ChatGPT users can really make the can really use the I can really use these tools properly, because usually it's, oh, write me a text, give me like a recipe. So there's I believe a lot of you have tried to do something with the chat gpt, but the thing is that you need to know very specific prompts. This thing is called prompt. It's questions, yeah, these tasks that you assign to ChatGPT in order to generate like a really good result. And this is one of the like hundreds and hundreds of scenarios that you can use the ChatGPT for. And of course, we're gonna go through them on our course. So I shared with you several tools. Once again, there are much power in the course. Many more tools to get many more tools to learn, but we don't have a lot of time, so I share with you two of the tools we'll be talking on the course, and I think it's really beneficial. So yeah, and our course now, I think it's time to talk about the opportunity and the time to talk about the BDR Academy. Actually, the course that I've been created for. And actually, there was this thing. There is this famous painter. Actually, was famous painter Pablo Picasso. Yeah, when there was this story when he was sitting like in France, in Paris, in like some cafe, and a waitress came to him and said, "Oh, I know you're a famous painter. I'm your fan. Could you please like draw something for me on a napkin, on a small piece of paper?" And he said, "Okay." And like in 2 minutes, he draw something, and he gave it to the waitress and said, "Oh, how much does it cost?" And he said some like crazy sum of money, like I don't know, $100,000, for example, some very expensive. And so, why? You just spent 2 minutes on this piece of paper. No, 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 no. I spent 30 years to learn how to draw so beautifully. And then I spent 2 minutes drawing for you. So it's like 30 years and 2 minutes combined. Okay? So it's the same thing. So I wanted to tell you that, oh, I spent like 3 months assembling this course, but actually I spent 15 years and 3 months assembling this course. So our course will provide you with a skill set that will set you up for success for any field you want to work in as a BDR. So this is a 20-week program. Once again, if you're expecting something like, I don't know, there is this like magic webinar or this affirmation. This is like the 2-minute meditation that you upload on your phone and I don't know, listen every morning drinking your coffee, and automatically by the end of I don't know day 5 you will be you will be hired by an American tech company. Sorry, no. If you believe in this kind of fairy tales, I believe that this webinar is not for you. So once again, it's a hard job. It's very well paid. It's very well respected. It's a respected job. So you're working for a tech company. You may work for Dell. You may work for Microsoft. So it's not like, oh, you're selling some stuff to some people, to your relatives. No, you're selling the good products, wonderful wonderful tech solutions to the companies who really want it and who really need it. So it's a respectable profession. It pays like a lot of money, but it's hard to master. So let me go week by week. It's a big course. I spent a lot of effort assembling it. My team spend a lot of effort like doing all this additional research, preparing the website, all this interviews and so on. So we like put a lot of efforts in it. So let me walk you week by week. So week number 1, anatomy of the SaaS sale and the role of the BDR. Once again, you need to be prepared for the job. So you need to understand the stages of the SaaS sales. You need to understand what is a SMB, mid-market, and enterprise sale. You need to understand the roles in the SaaS sales team. We covered it a bit, like a BDR, account exec, customer success, but there's more to it that is shared. Recap of the predictable selling system. You need to understand your career trajectory. Once again, we touched it on this webinar, but we'll dive deeper. You'll learn the basic terms of the SaaS sales, and you will be comfortable with working, with listening to podcasts, with reading to articles that are dedicated to SaaS, to selling, to tech, and so on. Week number 2, decision-making process in complex B2B deal. As I've already mentioned, selling B2C is not like selling B2C. So it's not like a person who clicks on a Facebook ad and enters a corporate credit card. No. It's complicated. There are different roles in the B2B decision-making process. So you need to understand the structure of the buying unit. You need to understand who is the champion, who is the economic buyer, who is the users. You need to understand what's the buyer persona. Also, you need to understand the top 5 domains in the SaaS space right now. This is my favorite part because, what I really love about tech sales is that you can pursue your real passion because there are so many what's called domains or categories or industry, like sub-industries in the tech space. For example, I'm like, when I was like thinking about what university to apply to, I really wanted to be a literature professor. I wanted to talk about English and American literature. But unfortunately, the money that I would make as a literature professor in the country that I grew up in, it wasn't enough to support like for family, for parents, and so on. So I went to like sales. Okay, and now I can work with the companies in the education space. You all heard about Udemy. You all heard about masterclass.com. You all heard about all the other, that's called EdTech, educational technology. There are a lot of, right now we are on my webinar, we have this service, that helps us to like provide education to you. And it's also tech, and they also have BDRs, and they're also selling their technology. So you can choose, maybe you wanted to work with agriculture, for example, the plants, berries, fruit, etc. There is a lot of tech there right now. Agri-tech is one of the biggest growing segments in the tech space. I have this a friend of mine who has the company that makes software for drones, and drones are flying over the fields and analyze the soil and make conclusions. What to add? Maybe need more water, maybe need more minerals, more this, more that, and this improves the overall crop. Maybe you're fond of advertising, and there is this thing called ed tech, not ED, but AD, advertising technology. Also, a lot of domains. And wherever your passion is, you may find the industry that you are really passionate about and you want to work in. So it's extremely important. Then, week 3, how to conduct a product research and analyze the value chain. Also very important. Nobody will teach you for like a month or 2 months about the product that you are selling. You need to be able to quickly analyze the product and to quickly do your research and study what are we selling, why is this beneficial, how it influences the client's value chain. So it's really important. Then we are on week 4, I believe. Ideal customer profile. Super important, because in B2B sales, if we're doing them professionally, if we're doing them good, you are not selling to like unwashed message. You are not selling to everyone. You are not McDonald's. Yeah, you have the thing called ICP, ideal client profile, and you use this set of criteria in order to like narrow your market and to be very precise, accurate with your messaging. Very important. Okay. And by the way, you are expected to know all this if you want to join a tech company. And this is the answer to a question: why everybody is not a BDR on the tech company. That's why. Okay? Because you can go like as a typical seller and sell some, I don't know, some equipment, some basic stuff. Yeah, you can do this, and maybe you're selling it right now. But the thing is that I bet that you're making less money than we discussed. And there is no miracle in that. BDRs and account executive and customer success people in tech make way more money, but they are way more knowledgeable. All right, it's like playing for some I don't know, for some like not major football league, and then you like get an offer from but you want to play not like in the third league, you want to play in the Premier League, you want to play like in a Champions League, you want to play I don't know, for your country in Libertadores or something like this. And yeah, but you need to be like way more skillful in order to do this. All right. Yeah, week 7, 6 and 7, social selling, how to grow, engage your network. LinkedIn. If you are not on LinkedIn, you are not in business right now. Okay. And frankly speaking, before the webinar, I look at some of your profiles, because I have this data. My colleagues sent me the list of people who attended the webinar, and just out of curiosity, I went to some of your profiles, and unfortunately, they are not great. And we'll make them over. We'll write we'll write the right things. Okay. So, and also we'll create the list of your potential employers, and starting from week 6 or 7, you will start to communicate with your potential employers, with the companies that you want to work for. So that's the magic of my method. And we're guaranteeing the employment. Why? Because during the course, you will be communicated with your potential employers and build trust. You'll not like write them right away and say, oh, I'm on this course, I want to be a BDR. No. You'll start like literally, you'll add them, you will comment on their posts, you'll ask some questions, and when the time comes and you will be ready to get employed, bam, you have a network. And you know what? Maybe some of you heard about the thing called personal brand. Yeah, you need a personal brand. What's a personal brand? That's what it is. Personal brand. It's not the amount of people who like your posts on Instagram or Facebook. It's the amount of people who want to do business with you. It's the amount of influential people who know what you do and how you do it, and they want to employ you, to work with you, and so on. That's what a personal branding is about, and we will cover it during these models. Week 8, research and list building. We talked about this for some time, so let's continue. Engage in copyright in the age of AI. Also very important. You all know, oh, there is ChatGPT, and I can ask it to give me, like, to generate me a photo of a cat on a rocket and with a, I don't know, with a bottle of tequila. Oh yeah, it was so funny, so funny. AI, what? But really, in order to be like prolific with your your copywriting, in order to write engaging copy that will resonate with Native Americans, you need to use the AI tools like perfectly, and we'll cover it on the course also. By the way, all the tools that we're going to use on the course, they are free, or they have like some sort of free trial, so you don't need any additional investments. So I believe it's also worth mentioning. Creating sales cadences or message sequences, because nobody writes like one letter. You write what is called a sequence. So on day one, you write an email, then you write on LinkedIn, then you leave a voice message, then you write on LinkedIn once again. So there are some best practices for cadence design, and we will cover them on week 11, weeks 12 and 13. Sales tech and AI tools for the modern BDR. Also very important. You maybe heard about things called Lemlist, Lavender, some ChatGPT prompting. Once again, we will cover it in much more details. Okay, week 14, working with HubSpot CRM. Everybody needs to know how to work with CRM, and on the American market, actually, there are two. There is Salesforce and HubSpot. There are some others, but there is like the minority. So Salesforce doesn't have the free tier, HubSpot does, and I'll show you how to set up and how to use HubSpot. Because when company is employing you, you are expected to have experience working with a CRM. Otherwise, nobody will want you. Working with Sales Navigator is the second part of the a second part of our like LinkedIn training. We've covered the basic social selling. LinkedIn Sales Navigator, as you all know, it's like paid, but you will be able to opt for a free trial, and we will use it in order to communicate more efficiently with your target audience. So are we on time? Yeah, we are. Weeks 17 and 18, engage in the target companies and land in a job interview. This is the apotheosis of the course. This is the boiling moment. This is the main goal. Starting on week 17, we're gonna engage with the companies that you started to build relationships with on week 6. Remember, we're not starting to write them right away. We're creating LinkedIn presence. We're posting some, and by the way, I'll teach you what to write on LinkedIn. Because the question that I'm that I'm often asked is, Dan, I'm not an expert. I don't know what to post on LinkedIn. I'll show you the way to to be professional and not to lie to anybody. We're not going to generate some stuff with ChatGPT, because it doesn't work, unfortunately, in LinkedIn. And sometimes sometimes in emails it can work, but in LinkedIn, the AI generating context, no. So you'll write by yourself, but I'll show you the frameworks that will allow you to create like really good content, and that will be of value to your network and to grow your presence. So by the end of the course, you will have I think maybe around 1,000 connections in LinkedIn, and not like connections we're adding everybody. No. Very strategic connections with the people that can really make business with you, and the people that can really change your future with their job offer. Week 19, getting paid by the US company. Important module, isn't it? So we don't expect you to move to US. So the thing is that as a BDR, you will be able to work from wherever you want. Okay, wherever you want. So maybe you want to move to US, maybe you want to stay where you are at. You can get paid using the services like deal.com. So a lot of companies are hiring like sales engineers in other countries. So a lot of US tech companies have engineering offices in Mexico, in South America, in Eastern Europe, and so okay, That's not a problem at all, but we need to walk you through some technical details. And last but not the least, salary negotiations and sales quota. So by the end of the course, I expect you to have at least 3 to 4 offers on the table. Okay, companies that want you, but then you need to negotiate. You need to get the best. You need to get the best compensation plan that you can. So you need to negotiate. You need to understand that this offer is really good. You need to score the companies, and you need to make a wise choice because this is the company that you're going to work with, and that will help you to like. I don't see this. It's real. Once again, I don't want to like lie that this is you're it's so simple, you don't need to work like a day. No. It's work. It's hard work, but it's very rewarding, and it really allows you to get the lifestyle that you really desire, because you can work remotely anywhere from anywhere. And this is one of the main advantages of the working in tech. So everybody is used to Zoom. Nobody's having live meetings in the tech space, so everything is going virtually. So you can rely on that. Now let's talk about the investment in the course. I believe that it's an important thing for everybody. So let's pretend that your salary right now is $1,000. For some of you, it's more. For some of you, it's less. Doesn't matter. So if we expect this is a good one, like growth rate of 20% year by year. So in year 2, it's 120, then 1,044, 1,440, then it's 1,700. So every year it's bigger. But if if you start with 250, let's say, okay, 250 per month, and you remember from our module with the from my a screen share with the rep view, you've seen that 250 is like it's way below average. So it's kind of small salary for the BDR. So if you're a BDR, and you have this 20% year by year growth, it will be 3,300, then 4,500, and you see that by the end of your free, you'll make additional $72,000. In some countries, you can buy a house for those kind of money. Not everywhere, not in US, unfortunately, but in some countries you can buy a house, and I believe it's a good spread. So we have 2 payment options for you. So don't miss your chance to transform your future. The next cohort of the course is starting in a few days. So option number 1 is the full payment, and the full payment is $1,674. It's a 7% discount for a full prepayment. Or you can pay in installments. So it's $400 as a first payment, and then $119 per month for 11 months. Okay? So these are the options. But as a thank you for you being on this webinar, and for you sitting until the end and understand that I've been talking for almost 90 minutes. And I understand that I'm very loud, I'm very energetic, and I'm sharing a lot of stuff with you. Okay. Power student option. What does it mean? It means that we're giving you a substantial discount, a really substantial discount. However, we want your extensive feedback on every lesson and training session. So after every module of the course, you'll be asked to go through a small questionnaire and to answer several questions in order for us to make the product better, in order for us to understand maybe something is not super clear. Maybe there are some things that we need to maybe redo. Maybe there are some things that we need to explain once again. So it's not like we're giving you discount for nothing. We're giving you discount in exchange of your time that you'll spend reviewing the course and providing us with a substantial feedback. And if you choose this option, and by the way, I think just talk to Roman. I believe we have only a few spots left. I know it's 5 or 6. Roman just write in the chat box. I don't know the exact number. So the first payment is $400 with the installment plan, and then it's $67 per month for 12 months. So compare it to this. All right, 1709, and here 1204. Okay, so it's almost a $500 discount. And then there is a full payment, and it's 1182 instead of 1674. Also, actually, it's more than a $500 discount. Once again, it's not we're giving you like a discount for nothing. We want you to do some additional work and to review the course, and will be very helpful for your feedback. Our guarantee: if you finish the course and invest at least 7 hours per week for 5 months, we guarantee that within 180 days after graduating from the program, you will be employed by an IT company with a starting salary of at least $2,000 per month. Why I guarantee this? Just, remember all these modules. 20 weeks. I'm not offering you, this, read a book and the magic will happen, or turn on this meditation and you will be employed by a tech company. No, it's hard work. I love what I do, but I'm working really hard. Okay, and I'm sure that you all do that you all working hard also on the jobs that you're currently into. But there is this thing called leverage, because just think: are you using your talents? Are you using your energy in the best possible way? Maybe there is better leverage for you. Maybe there is a company who will pay more for your skill set. And I believe that US tech companies, especially if you want to work remote, and have the stability in your life, this is the way to go. Once again, it's hard to get employed, but it really is worth it. If you don't get the job, you'll get your money back. And next cohort starts in a few days, and power students are available for, I believe it's less than 9. I believe the slide is not correct. I believe it's less than 9, but we shall see. Talk to Roman. Any questions? Don't be afraid. Ask dumb questions. The dumbest question is the one that you didn't ask. So if you have any, please ask me, or you can talk to Roman. His WhatsApp number is, I believe, in the comment section. Please write your questions. I will be happy to answer them either now or after the presentation. You can talk to Roman, and he will talk you through all the points. How many hours do we work once the job is obtained? I don't, Esteban, I don't think I understood the question. So you are expected to spend at least 1 hour per day during working day, so 5 days a week, at least 1 hour a day working with the materials on the course. So once again, it's a hard one. After you join the tech company in US, it's like you're working for a company. It's a 8 hour per day job. It's like a real job. It's a job. So I don't know if I answered your question correctly. It's like a real job in the tech company, so you'll get all the benefits and stuff. And the thing is, which I also like, is that you can choose the company that you want to work for. Because during the course, you will select the what's called the target segment, the target market. You'll select the tech space that you're really comfortable in, the companies that you really want to work for, and you will indulge yourself in like the materials. I'll help you create your personal study plan. You will like listen to podcasts, you will read articles, and you will, in 5 months, you can become really knowledgeable in the domain. And I'm not telling that you'll be like quote unquote an expert, but you will be way better than vast majority of the American BDRs who are obtaining on the same job. So it's really also important. It's also important. Do we pick out training schedules, or you assign them? So it's a great question. Part of the course is what is called an async. So every 2 weeks, you get a live call with me. So the group gathers together It's not like will be a webinar. It will be more of a Zoom meeting. For example, yesterday I spent I believe 90 minutes with the group, and it was like a very cozy conversation, and we went through some questions. If you didn't understand anything something from the course, you can ask me directly. Also, we have a WhatsApp chat where you get support and you get answers to all your questions. And speaking about the training modules, they are after you join the course, you'll get an access to your like training cabinet. Okay, and the videos will be there along with the tasks, with all the materials, the presentation, and so on. So every week you get new piece of content, and week by week by week by week by week you obtain the materials, and every 2 weeks we have a live call. I hope you answered your question, and thank you very much for it. Donna, how beneficial is the courses for beginners who have limited I'm not gonna lie. So there are some very important requirements for the course. And by the way, if you go to BDR Academy website, you will learn about them. So first of all, English. Okay. So you should at least understand what I'm telling you right now. Okay. So your English should be at least like I believe it's B plus or C or something, or C1. It's a B2 or C1 at least. So fortunately today, with all the tech tools, you can use autocorrection to like make yourself sound better in text. So you need to have good English. Do we require some previous tech experience? No, but what I do require is your passion for learning something new. Because yeah, there will be the course, but you need to change some of your habits for five. I'll tell you the plain truth. You'll need to change some of your habits for the 5 months. So instead of watching some stuff on YouTube or reading Facebook or Instagram, you will create your new playlists. So you will work with some additional materials about SaaS business. You will listen to podcasts. You will read some book summaries that we will provide. You will work with the quizzes. So we create for our students, we create the quizzes. For example, yesterday we published this 90 terms that you need to know working in SaaS space. What's a CIS, customer acquisition cost? What's an LTV? What's a churn? What's a churn rate? So you need to know all this. Do you need to have previous experience working with tech? No, but you need to have determination, passion, and also decent English. So it's extremely important. And unfortunately, if your English is not good enough, sorry, I just don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste your money. It doesn't work, unfortunately. But as far as I can tell, and as I see from how you structure your questions, vast majority of the people who are on this call, on this webinar, your English is pretty good. So I don't see any problem there. Can one without computer knowledge, Olaf Afemi, please talk to Roman with this, because it really depends. If you don't know how to turn on the computer, then how did you get to the webinar? Okay, so we'll have a lot of tech stuff. I'll show you some. You'll learn how to use Notion, LinkedIn, HubSpot, some ChatGPT prompts. Of course, you need to have some basic computer knowledge. And we expect you to be, if you know how to use Google Docs, if you work with some kind of a task manager, I don't know, Trello or something, I believe your knowledge is good enough. If you don't know how to turn on the computer and you need to ask somebody to do this, unfortunately, you may need to have some previous computer. Once again, I don't want to offer this course to everybody. Everybody come and you will get this. No, look at the guarantee. That's my reputation that's at stake. So if I don't see, and once again, if you have any doubts, talk to Roman. Everybody in my team is instructed not to sell the course if you're not qualified. If some of my colleague feels that the course is not a good fit, there's something with any reason. We're not going to sell you it. because it doesn't make any sense. Why? Why would we do that? So, any questions? Talk to Roman. He will book you a one-on-one a call on Zoom or WhatsApp, and you will be able to ask all the questions that you want. Okay. Okay, guys, I believe we're almost out of time. I didn't see any about the scholarship opportunities. No, not yet. Maybe like in a year or in 2 years when we'll have like this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students, and we'll have some. We may have some maybe even job opportunities in the program, but not now, unfortunately. Guys, before I sign off with this webinar, I want to thank you because right now you invested. I see how active you were in the chat box. I saw all your questions. You answered, everything that I asked you to. I want to thank you for investing in yourself. I hope that would, like most of you, I hope to see you in the BDR Academy. But even if we don't, I want to thank you for investing in yourself. Because even the fact that you spent 90 minutes today means a lot. Because like let's imagine on the street, you go to like 100 people and say, "Oh, do you want to make more money?" 100 hands will go, "Yeah, of course I do." And then you ask to do something like listen to a webinar. Go to there. There is this Dan guy like in a blue short. He does some great stuff. He will show you some interesting ideas at least that you may use. No, 90 minutes is too much. No, 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 no. I need to watch football. I need to go to a bar. I need to do this. I need to do that. Okay. So everybody wants to make more money, but if you ask to do at least something, some little thing, some little investment, 99% will disappear. So you are among this 1% of the people who was called like Stephen Covey. It's like this brilliant author of the 6 habits of the highly efficient people. It's called the proactiveness. So the thing that you are on the webinar, it means that you really want to change your life, and you want a better life for you, for your family, for your kids, for your parents. I don't know who you're supporting, and working for a US tech company is the way to do so. And once again, I want to thank you for that. And I believe, Osman, speaking about LinkedIn, you can use LinkedIn account that you currently have. You don't need a new one. So we'll do this. And by the way, it's illegal to have a new LinkedIn account. So it's illegal to have 2 LinkedIn accounts. Just, a little secret for you. Microsoft can ban you for this. And LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft. So we'll work with the account that you currently have. Louis, you are 100% correct. After 6 months, if you don't get a job, you get a full refund, 100% of your money back. Okay, guys. I don't see any. I will stay with you for like 10 more seconds. If I don't see any questions, I will like sign this off. Just talk to Roman. Make an appointment. He will tell you everything. He's a great guy. And once again, everybody in my team is instructed. If there's something you're feeling that this is not a good match, we're not selling. Okay? Because I will better work with a smaller group. This is a big project for me. Guys, I've been doing this once again for 15 years. You can track my bio on the internet. And this is a big project for me. So I'm thinking about what to do like in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. I want the BDR Academy to be a brand. I want American tech companies to get in a row, to like to at the end of the course to give you like job opportunities. There should be a line of American tech companies wanting my students. So I'm doing my best to do the most brilliant course that you saw the program. I don't believe that you ever saw a program on a on a BDR, on something related to sales with this kind of depth. Because I consulting with my colleagues, with my clients in US tech space, I ask them exactly what do they want. What do you want in a good BDR? They told me, and I put this in the program. Okay, so that's what you have. Once again, guarantee it's not gonna be easy. It's hard job. Once again, no miracles, no magic, no some magic TikTok dance, and here you go, you're working in Salesforce. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just no, not happening. Okay. Franklin, go to the rep view and see for yourself. If you were repview.com, maybe Roman will send you the link in the chat box. Go there, register there, and look at the real data on the salaries. Once again, I don't want to show you some slides because right now there is no slide. You can draw everything once again, but RepView is a real thing. It's a company that aggregates the data. So yeah. All right, guys. We're more than 90 minutes in. Once again, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to working with you on the BDR Academy. Talk to Roman, join the group. Have a great day. Have a great morning for some of you. Have a great evening for those of you who are like in other time zones. Thank you very much. Have a great day and looking forward to working with you directly. Bye bye.